Hello and welcome to my stream. Tonight we play more of RollerCoaster Tycoon Deluxe. And last time we went back to this game, it was about time, right? For us to be playing something different. Although this is a game that we have started a long time ago. So it's not that different, but at least we are finally trying our best in here to get to the end of it. And last level was the Goodnight Park, which was surprisingly easy for some reason, because like I was also talking to Emily before, once we stopped this game, or when we stopped this game, the levels were super hard, especially that Dragon's Cove right there. But then Goodnight Park was a very good park or level for us to return to it because it was surprisingly easy. At first, I was scared because I was feeling rusty on this game, plus the landscaping was horrible looking. But we got to year 2 without any big trouble, and then after year 2 we could get to the objective easily completed. So today we'll be playing the Wacky Warren level that we took a sneak peek of it last time as well, and it looked easy, especially because it doesn't seem to have a time limit. But let's see if there are any catches in there, or if there are any surprises in there, any traps. But from what I could see, it looked okay. Also, it looked like a very big park, so maybe we'll be alright today as well, hopefully. Let's keep on getting used to this game and let's keep on training on it, because I'm pretty sure when I least expect it, this game will break me again, right? With the freaking hard build tons of coasters with those requirements, those levels with those objectives of like building coasters. I'm pretty sure those will be back at some point. So let's enjoy this easy time before we get to the big challenge in the future, right? So let's go for it. Hi Emily and Noble, how are you guys doing? It seems that you guys are still dealing with some snowstorms. I'm really sorry to hear that. Also, like I was telling you in the chat, let me know if the stream goes bad, because today my computer has been very slow. I even ran the antivirus and the anti-malware, but they couldn't find anything. I don't know if it is any updates my computer is doing, but my computer has been very slow even when I was starting the stream right now. Like before changing the overlay, there was a disconnection. So hopefully there won't be many. But also it could be my internet, I'm not sure. But hopefully everything will be alright. And then I hope the snowstorms in there can be over soon, right? Hey Victor, how are you? Yeah, it's not Digimon. You were not in here last time then, right? Because now we changed the schedule a little bit. I'll be playing RollerCoaster Tycoon on Saturdays and Digimon on Sundays. Yeah, I decided to do that because, of course, some people were getting tired of Digimon. And this is a long time objective of ours to like complete all of the levels in here. So it was a good moment for me to go back to it, especially because I still don't have my webcam. So instead of starting a new game that I would want to have my webcam to show my reaction of it, as I can't, let's go back to the old game that is still unfinished. So yeah, that's why we are back to it, to bring up some more variety, and also because my webcam is not fixed. Thankfully, it only cut out last night after your roommate and you were done with Smash Brothers. Let's go, Smash Brothers, man. I miss that game a lot. You got snow, Emily. Lucky. Are you excited to get some snow, Nabo? What are you getting there? Is it only rain? Emily has been posting some pictures on Discord of snow in New York, so I'm imagining the snowstorm is still happening. Yeah, it's going to be snowing in there again. You missed that, Victor? That's okay, man, but that's the change we are having now. You did hear about it, but you missed last Rollercoaster Tycoon stream. You didn't miss much because surprisingly last level was very easy. Like I was just saying, by the end of year 2 everything was done. So okay, if you want to give me those levels that are very easy, then I take them. I take them, game. You are going to speed up the playthrough in here. But yeah, it was a very chill park. Also, hi Ultras, how are you, man? It never snows where you are. I can feel you. It only rains. Yeah, in here it only rains as well. But I'm pretty sure you have seen snow before, right? You were talking to me last time about how you learned to snowboard and stuff, or to ski, right? Apparently, you watched 30 hours of that Digimon game last year. Wait, how do you know that? But you watched even more of Polybridge. Man, Polybridge was also a very long game, but surprisingly enough, Digimon was longer than that. But for some reason, it today that I'm trying to remember about the streams of Polybridge, it feels that it wasn't that long. But it was, I know that Polybridge was a very long run, but when I try to think about it today, it doesn't feel that it was very long anymore. Because maybe Digimon World has been longer, and then I have this illusion of like, oh yeah, Polybridge was short. No, it wasn't. It's just that I'm stuck on other long games now, and then I can't remember the previous one. It's going to snow 9 days out of 14. One thing that I was told, Emily, was that February 2nd, my birthday, which was also the Groundhog Day, they told me that the groundhog, I can't remember how it works, but I think it's like the groundhog could not see their shadow or something. And then when that happens, it means that the winter is going to be longer and then spring is going to be shorter, right? It's something like that. So what I heard, or what I was told, was that the groundhog was like for a longer winter. The answer for that. So I'm not surprised you were telling me that the snowstorms is still going, because the groundhog is the best forecast teller ever. So yes, let's trust the groundhog, right? So Ultros has made a mushroom and 3 cheese pizza earlier. This week it was a kind of rare week to me because I finally decided to order pizza again. I even posted on Discord the guava paste and cheese pizza that I got extra, because I bought two big or two huge savory toppings pizzas, and then they gave me a sweet pizza as an extra, right? And I, of course, went for the guava paste one. Even though I also loved the other option, which was the banana or cinnamon banana pizza. But I went for the guava paste because everybody has been talking about the guava paste. Outros, did you get the guava paste? You were telling me that you were going to get it. Joe Dancing got the guava paste recently, so I was in the guava paste hype. And I got that one. It was really great. And yeah, definitely, even though I have been saying that my pizzas today, the ones that I bake, have been tasting better than the ones I order, I was remembering, thanks to this order I did, that there is something my pizzas can't have. And I'm talking about the freaking. How is this in English? The freaking. Um, Man, I don't know this word in English, but it's like the oven. It's not really an oven, but they have a different way of baking the pizza by using a different oven, like a very high temperature oven. I'm not sure how exactly to describe it. That has like real fire and stuff. That oven adds a very good burned taste to the crust to the pizza that my own pizzas can't have. So I was really happy to remember that burned taste it got. But I don't know how to say it in English. Maybe a high temperature oven. Maybe that works. Brick oven is a good call. Yes, maybe it's like a brick oven with like wood and um, charcoal. Yes, exactly. That's the oven that I'm trying to say here. Also, hi Early, how are you, man? I hope everything's all right. But yes, I got those pizzas, and it was great because of that. Yes, Emily, it was my birthday, but don't worry, I don't celebrate like crazy. But yeah, it's in the Groundhog Day. Let me see Ultra's pizzas. I believe that's a picture of it. So in the end, I don't regret ordering the pizzas. Oh my god. Man, this looks like very tasty. And you see the burn that I was kind of talking about, although I doubt it that Ultros has used a brick oven for that. But it's that burn that I can't really get from my regular pizzas, the ones I bake myself. I also still gotta try a mushroom pizza like yours because the only mushroom we have in here for pizzas, it's definitely not like this one. It's a uh, it's a mushroom that's called champion mushroom, but I'm not sure if you have it by the same name in there. And it's like one of those. I don't know if what I'm going to say is right, but it's like a pickled mushroom. Hopefully that's how it's said because it's one of those bottle mushrooms, that are under a savory solution or a salty solution. It's like a pickled mushroom, right? I think it's correct because it's not only for pickles. You can have that process happening for many different things, even fruits. So it's like a pickled mushroom that's called champignon, and it's not really great, but it's what's the most common here. Let me catch up with the chat. Ultras, you actually baked a lot, right? Because if you're saying that you had that mushroom. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's only a single pizza, but it had three cheese on it, right? I was thinking you baked three different cheese pizzas as well. No, you had a single one with mushroom and three types of cheese. Did you get the brie cheese? Because you were also telling me you were going after the brie cheese. It's just melting and then getting freezing temps, so it turns icy. Well, if it is already starting to melt, then I believe it's getting warmer, right? Also, Fidwell, thank you so much for the host. How are you? I'm going to start playing RollerCoaster Tycoon. We are going to play the Wacky Warren, or that level, right? Wacky Warren level. But I'm now catching up with the chatting here or warming up before I do that. But thank you so much for the host. Nice to meet you. What were you playing? Could you please send me a slice without the mushrooms? Oh, you don't like the mushrooms, man? But pizza sounds super tasty right now. When does pizza not sound tasty, right? Never. The state I was born in got a good amount of snow every year on top of going to the mountain to ski regularly. Yeah, I remember we had that talk, right? Oh no, and then Emily is saying that it's snowing again or it snows again, so it means that even though it's melting, it comes back to more snow. I was seeing some horrifying news today, I don't know if you guys have checked that out, that there was an earthquake in Japan. So it seems that maybe many places in the world are going through some natural trouble, right? But especially Japan with another earthquake. And that was terrifying to me in particular because I remember one of these days that I was telling you how I felt after watching a documentary episode about a tsunami and an earthquake in Japan, right? And after I read that, I was curious to know if they were going to have a tsunami afterwards. But thankfully, from what I could see, it seems that the tsunami chances are kind of low. But yes, the earthquake news they kind of made me worried about. So Victor has gotten a Twitch recap email with which streams and games he has watched the most. I think he watched 39 or so hours of Polybridge. Sure didn't feel like it, right? It doesn't feel like it. Maybe because we mostly talk and then we don't play the games. Pizza was good, but do you know what else? Oh my god, did you get it? Ultras, you got the brie cheese plus the guava paste. Even though I don't like mushrooms, that pizza does look really tasty, right, Victor? I'm doing alright early. You can put your oven on broil. Wait, what's broil? And then you can get more burnt parts. Quick Google search says that brick ovens use coal fire, so that's... Wait, so gets that charcoal smoky taste. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't charcoal and coal the same? Or is there a difference? Oh, he was playing a scenario in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2? I'm actually planning to get to RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, although it's a very hard game. This is like my favorite childhood game, right? RollerCoaster Tycoon. And I tried playing the first one, like the one that I'm playing right now, the second and the third. But the second game is the one that I could never beat a single objective. Yes, that game is freaking hard. They kind of step up the difficulty so much. that I'm very concerned by the day that I get to it because I still don't want to give up. At least one level, hopefully, I'll be able to complete the objective, but it's a very hard game. So, congrats on finishing a scenario in there because it is not easy. Even if you are very experienced, you gotta really know the strats, or I don't know, really come up with something very great for the level because I know it's very hard. So you were playing RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 and you felt like finding more RollerCoaster Tycoon players on Twitch. I don't think there are many, but sometimes there are some casual people. But in here, I have been going through all of the levels of this first game plus its expansion packs. Actually, this is my first time playing this second expansion pack. I didn't have it as a kid. So all of this is kind of blind to me. But, oh yeah, let me open the level now. Okay, there we go. But yes, I think that most people that I see on Twitch streaming this series of games, they are more casual players. Like, oh my god, I feel like playing something chill today, so I'm going to play Roller Coaster Tycoon tonight. But I don't think they are really going through all of the levels or everything because it's a very long game as well, right? So yes, I know one person though. I know a streamer or a friend of mine that uh, played all of the levels of Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'm talking about Electro Lama. But yeah, besides him, most people I see they are kind of more casual and I don't know. Sometimes they just want to chill for a night, and then they boot up this game, right? You are still waiting for the fault line that you are on to finally go off. The fault line? Do you mean for the confirmation that there is snow or there is snow on the mountain so you can go there and ski? I'm kind of lost on that talk. Yes, I thought so. But it isn't like cold the same? I'm now confused about the difference between both. To me, Koa was kind of, oh my god, there we go! You really got it, man. Have you tried it already, or are you waiting to do it right now? There we go, the freaking guava paste and cheese. You have two cheese in there, right? You have brie and I think it's mozzarella, the other one. Oh, you're talking about the tectonic fault line? The areas that earthquakes most commonly happen. That's true, that's true. But I do hope this one on Japan, it doesn't give them the tsunami. You're going to do it right now? It's awesome. There we go, man. We got another freaking guava paste addict in here. I should make a guava paste emote someday because little by little I'm making people to follow this guava paste cult, right? But it is really great, man. It is exactly what you expected with a more tropical flavor. It is very tropical because of the guava taste, right? It is a very fresh taste for sure. Did you think it was very sweet? Because in my opinion, it is a very sweet paste. But maybe it's not very sweet to some people because of other sweet dishes they have there, right? For example, Joe Dancing didn't think it was very sweet, but I was concerned that it could be very sweet to her taste. So this is the Wacky Warren level, and like we saw or we checked last week, it is a very big level. And it doesn't look very hard. They even gave us two coasters already. But of course I'll need to check them out, right? Because I don't want to see any crashes happening. So first of all, let's decrease the inspection time. And I'm going to change the amount of trains in here. Yeah, let's have a single train. It's safe. Safe and good. Let me check if I can also change the admission price. I can't. So be profiting out of the rides only. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think I can add on-ride photo sections on this coaster. Yes, I don't think I can add that in here, so I won't check it. But honestly, I also don't remember seeing this coaster ever crashing. So I will give it a shot and I will try to believe, or I will try to hope that this one won't crash even though it will have a lot of cars. Although this other one, I'm pretty sure this one can crash. So that's why I made the change. We have an information kiosk down there. The park? The park map is so cheap. Man, that was very cheap. Let me change the color of the umbrella too. Let me check my low one. It's of 10,000, that's the normal. The research, I don't want scenery. Do I need any more shops and stalls? No, I have food and drink and bathroom. I'm good, so I will stop that for now. I should get some more trail rides. I will save on roller coasters for a little bit. Although I don't have many coasters, but I have two that are already built in, so we may be good about that. And I only have the merry-go-round. Okay, so for this beginning, I will start this level with the two coasters that they gave us. And we will start slow with more thrill and gentle rides. And then once the situation gets better with more people, we go back to more coaster research and then we can try adding more coasters to the level. For now, two coasters are sounding really great for us. But we gotta also have our staff in here. So let me ask you all about the quality of the stream. Are we having any trouble? Because I was concerned about that, as today has been a day that my computer has been very slow for some reason. And I don't know about the stability of my internet. So far so good, right? At least OBS is telling me everything is looking okay, even though I was very concerned. Last week we also had some disconnections happening, but then I would blame Twitch for that, because it sounded more like a server issue than my own computer's problem. But if we're not getting any delay or, I don't know, any frame drops or buffering, then we are good in here. Okay, let me catch up with the chat again. So you think that the sweetness level is exactly what you expected. It is a little stickier than you thought. It is sticky, that's right. Yes, I kind of forgot to mention it is sticky. But it makes sense as it's a paste, right? Pastes are normally sticky, I would say. It is not overly sweet because of the freshness of the fruit, yeah. You got a good chill to it, but it doesn't get stuck in your teeth. It doesn't. I agree with you. Have you smelled it? Because in my opinion it has a bad smell, especially after German brought this up. German, when he was trying to taste pretty much the guava paste for his first time, he told us that in his opinion, and I kind of agree with him, it smells like armpits. It's funny that he brought that up because I never noticed it, but it kind of does. Thank goodness the taste is much different and much better, right? You can see it melted into a sauce exactly like the pizza I had today. Not today, this week, right? The guava paste and cheese pizza. Today I had spaghetti. You think that a sauce that could go well on pork or chicken? Okay, you can give that a shot, but I have never seen that happening in here though. I'm trying to throw a guess in here. Are you saying that because you have seen other somewhat sweet sauces on pork and chicken For example, maybe a mango sauce and then you are trying to adapt mango into guava? Or am I going too far on your idea in there? You got two packages, nice man. Tomorrow morning you are making a grilled cheese with guava paste. I do recommend that to you. Brie and mozzarella. You have one more thing you made, a bonus food. Okay, the string quality is alright. There we go. Yours doesn't smell like nothing, really. Maybe a little bit of a fermented fruit, since it's fruit that's being cooked and aged. Yeah, there is a little bit of a smell in there. Yes, yeah, okay, I agree with you on that. It's not like a crazy smell that's going to invade your house and then, everything is going to be smelling like it. No, it's a smell you need to put your nose close to it. Yes. It's not an aggressive smell, right? Ultras, I would also recommend you trying, even though I did not. Oh no. Oh my god, Ultras. Okay, I'm actually very happy that finally somebody has taken my advice. Dude, what did you think about it? Isn't it great? Okay, you guys gotta check that last picture he posted because my dream is for everybody to try that right there as well. Because it's like outrageous for me to be listening or hearing the stories about everybody eating carrot cake with frostings and stuff. You gotta go with chocolate. And I would also say go with chocolate and cold cake. It's great when it's cold as well. Not as great when it is like a coconut cake, because I think the best cake when it's cold is the coconut cake. It's fantastic. But this one here is also great like that. Sweet and sour pork is the first thing that comes to your mind. Sweet and sour, it could work really well because guava is a sweet and sour fruit as well. And then when you mix it with the cheese, you add some more savory to it. Uh, yeah, no, you're actually right on the money when you say that pork and sweet stuff. Guava is like a floral jam. You could mix it with few things and ginger, soy sauce, even soy sauce? Okay, I cannot imagine it with soy sauce. I can imagine it with ginger, but not soy sauce. You brush it on barbecue pork or something. It is being a Nern weekend in your kitchen, right? I'm hoping you are having a different perception of your tastes in there. Because that right there, Ultras, it's something that I have been telling everybody to try. Emily, for example, she needs to look on your picture and try that right away because I don't remember she telling me that she has ever tried that. She actually posted or sent me other carrot cake pictures with frosting that look great as well, but that's the one I want everybody to try. And you were the first one that finally went to my advice. It is very different. Yeah, of course. When I see the freaking carrot cake with frosting, I'm like, this is not what I have here. Not that it may be bad, because I also gotta try that myself. But it's something very different. And I'm happy you liked it. This to me is more in the line with something like a banana loaf, lemon loaf. This is like a carrot loaf with chocolate. By the way, before continuing the chat, let me just confirm something here, but I'm pretty sure I don't have a time limit, right? A park which has much of its footpaths and coasters underground. My objective is to achieve a monthly income from ride tickets of at least $9,000. So I'm good, I can be chatting here, time can be passing by. I don't need to be worrying too much about this level. That's great. This is like a carrot loaf with chocolate. When a carrot cake we would make, our buy is usually more celebratory. Yeah, they look way more fancy. Like a special dinner or a birthday cake. I actually have been telling everybody here that, by here I mean Brazil. I can't remember if I said this before on the stream though, but that in here we have other birthday cakes that are way more fancy than the carrot cake. But in my opinion, carrot cake is underrated. It should be as important as the other birthday cakes that have all sorts of frostings and all sorts of decoration, because it is the best one. It's so delicious. Wait, you got a new Animal Crossing sweater, Emily? Would you send a picture of it on Discord? Who do you have on it? Like, is there a character? Is there a villager? I will admit I messed up the cake just a little bit by not measuring something correctly, but it was great. I'm pretty sure Ultras, that cake you did looks much better than my attempt of making myself a carrot cake. But what I have been doing in the past year is buying the carrot cake mix. I don't know if you guys can find the mix in the supermarkets in there. Thank goodness I can find that mix in Brazil. So then I make the carrot cake by using the mix, and then I do some chocolate cover, or yes, I kind of do the chocolate part myself. But the carrot cake mix is what has been saving my life. I think Joe Dancing couldn't find the carrot cake mix if I'm not mistaken. Wait, you are making carrot cake right now, Emily? What are the odds? Although I'm guessing you are going for the frosting path, right? So maybe it is a very easy cake, although grinding the carrot is the problem. Yeah, blending the carrot is my problem. Because I don't have a very powerful blender, and then it doesn't really get a very good texture. The batter doesn't get a very good texture. I'm not big on icing unless it's cream cheese frosting, otherwise it's hard for you to eat spoonfuls of sugar paste like that. That's true, it is very sweet, isn't it? Oh, they gave us the observation tower, that's good. A cream cheese frosting is the only frosting you like. I think it would be great, especially if the cake has a sweet or a somewhat sweet taste, and then a cream cheese can kind of, you know, hide that sweetness a little bit as it's something more savory. I think the cream cheese frosting could do miracles for some very sweet cakes, and then you don't get too tired over that taste. I have heard of a red velvet cake. I can't say for sure if I can tell you right away what it is, but I have seen it before for sure, yeah. But the cake that used to be my favorite is a cake that we call in here as the Black Forest, which is pretty much a mix of chocolate and cherry. But I'm pretty sure the red velvet is probably something with cream cheese, isn't it? And maybe yes, I remember this, seeing this cake before. I don't remember what is the red on it. Is it beets by any chance? What is the red on it? Oh, you're not making it right now, but you want to make one soon for your dad because it's his birthday tomorrow. Everybody's kind of like Aquarius, isn't it? Because I'm learning about so many people that are having their birthdays right now, and I used to think that most people were born in October. To me, October is like a month where there are many birthdays. Black Forest is very popular. That used to be my favorite. Today I would say it's the carrot cake. You find maybe more for the mature crowd, meaning like kids wouldn't ask for a Black Forest cake for their birthday. But what is the red of it? It's just red food coloring, huh? It is a chocolate cake. I would never guess it's a chocolate cake, but I can see what you're saying. If you're using a dye, then that's it, right? I think back in the day sometimes they used beet juice. Also may use the red cocoa, which is a bit lighter than which is a bit lighter, and red versus dark brown variety. You love Black Forest just slightly frozen. Yeah, that cake when it's cold, it's really great. It's been forever since I last had it though. You know something that I need to try more? Cheesecakes. Yeah, cheesecakes are not that common in here. Or at least not that common to me. Emilio, have you been back to RollerCoaster Tycoon as well? Because I remember you were telling me that you wanted to go back. So red velvet is a chocolate cake. You like chocolate and berries sometimes? My family, or my mother at least, she loves nuts cakes. Or cakes that have almonds, nuts, those very crunchy cakes. It is a very good cake, but that's the one that I would say it's more targeted for mature audiences, not like for kids or teens. The cherry syrup, sugary red goo that surrounds the cherries is delicious, slightly frozen. I can imagine, but I would even say it's very sweet taste or sweet tasting. Cheesecakes are big in there. Yeah, cheesecakes and also cupcakes. Cupcakes, it's like one thing that reminds me of the US and Canada. It's so huge in there. In here, I would say it's fruitcakes. We have orange cakes, pineapple cakes, banana cakes, apple cakes, passion fruit cakes, lime cakes. Down here, it's the fruitcakes. You made a lot because they are easy to make sugar and essentially carb free. Wait, what do you mean they are easy to make sugar? Oh, you mean sugar free. There we go. Sugar and carb free. I see. Cherry cheesecake, coffee cheesecake, blueberry key lime. Cheesecake is super good when it has a strawberry topping on it. That's your favorite? Cupcakes annoy you for some reason because there was some weird phase in the last decade where every young lady started a cupcake business for some reason. I know, right? And I even used it to watch the freaking cupcake show or TV show. I don't know how it's called in English, but if I translate its name in Portuguese to English, it's like the war or the battle of the cupcakes. I use it to watch that sometimes. And yes, everybody kind of had a cupcake shop. I remember like cupcake territory beef on your Facebook feed. It was intense. Honestly, I still think it is strong. Maybe there are other, I don't know, food that are getting the most attention from people more than cupcakes, but I still think it's freaking strong. So let me finally check the path here, right? I saw it last time when I was sneak peeking this level, and I learned that it was not too scary because the way they were saying it on the objective was like, oh my god, it's going to have a whole underground maze. But no, it's very simple. It was not scary at all. I will just add some more litter bins. This is not scary in comparison to the previous level. Oh yes, because of the coasters, I should add some more benches, right? Your friend who passed in October, bless her soul, had a cupcake thing going. She was really good at them. I have a friend that she has, or she used to have actually, a brownie thing going. You know what? Here in Brazil, I would say that brownies are the business crazy that everybody goes for more than cupcakes. Yes, in here it's brownies. You have everybody's brownies being sold everywhere. And my friend had a phase in her life that she was selling her brownies and they were really awesome. You know that the cupcake business was wild, but now it's the whole chocolate strawberry business. Wait, whole chocolate strawberry business? Or weed candies and sweets? People in the university here in my city, they do sell weed brigadeiros. Yes, they do sell weed candies. You planned for this weekend to get the guava paste because you hadn't driven to the Chinese Asian supermarket since maybe the summer, and you love that place. I'm really glad that you bought two guava paste packs, right? Especially because it seems that it's been like something that you haven't been doing frequently. So if you're heading to that supermarket, to the Chinese supermarket, then get everything you want with stocks, right? So it was something to look forward to doing. One thing about that store is the things that are super easy to find. They have like the best system for their aisles. You never have to be like, where would I find this? Either way, you may be out of luck if you don't know the Chinese name for it, even if you ask. So I'm guessing they separate it by, uh, I don't know, by product, like instead of separating it by name, because why would you need to know the name of the product like that? I don't know if I would need to, or if I would be able to get there and then say, hi, I'm looking for this, and then I speak Chinese product. I wouldn't be able to get that Chinese pronunciation correctly, I think. I'll need to go for something like, oh yes, I'm looking for cookies, where is the cookies aisle? And then in there it's very well organized and then you can find it, you know. He watched one. Wait, he or she? You mean she, right? She watched one of her Instagram stories from Beyond the Grave. You tested her brother about it. He thought maybe her mom was using her phone or her boyfriend or something. If so, that's kind of weird. There is guava in this frozen fruit mix you bought, so the taste is very familiar. It's so weird because of where you live, you can't find it anywhere. Do you mean the weed candy? Ultras has bought a hot sauce. They have an amazing Asian condiment sauce aisle. Oh yeah, last weekend you were also making a hot sauce, right? Have you used it all? Today my spaghetti sauce was delicious, mostly thanks to its spiciness. So they have an amazing Asian condiment sauce aisle and then an international condiment aisle next to it. Because if you ask, can you tell me where the guava paste is? You are going to get a blank stare. Yeah, probably nobody will know what's a guava paste. And then you wait 20 minutes for someone with a broader understanding of English to assist you. By no means you are saying this is a problem or anything. It's a Chinese grocery store, but it's just the reality of most occasion. In here as well, a little bit. Yeah, in here there are many Chinese restaurants that if you speak Portuguese to people, they may not really understand it very well. But in the end, with like patience, you can always communicate and do or get what you are looking for. I have two grocery stores close to you. They don't carry it. but Walmart has it, and then another grocery store it's like 45 minutes away. Oh, Emily's talking about the guava paste. Yeah, in here it's also very easy for you to find it. You guys should also try the sweet potato paste. Now that you have accomplished the mission of guava paste, I do suggest going after the sweet potato paste. It's also fantastic. In here, it's a little bit harder for me to find it in comparison to the guava paste, but it's not too difficult. If I go to a very good supermarket, they will have both. Yes, sweet potato paste is something really good. So I bought, or I actually built a food plaza right there in the beginning, but this is a long park, or also a large park. So I should have more food plazas around it. Let's have one by the other side of it. I'm thinking about this area, but wait, maybe I can make a connection in here? Okay, this looks alright. I will try to connect this path to the lake, and then I can also add a water ride in there by the time I get one. So we can have a food plaza right there plus a water ride later. So you made the chili oil. A jar of that lasts you a year. Oh, never mind then. So it's going to be in your dishes for a long time. I was thinking that could end more soon than that. What you do is load the photo on your phone. Oh, I see. Use your phone to help you. And then if you show them the photo, they will usually guide you. And they appreciate that way instead. Yeah, it's much practical, right? But you wouldn't mind also learning the words as well. But if they ask me a question back, you couldn't answer. Emily has never heard of sweet potato paste. Emily, it's super good. And I know some people don't like sweet potatoes. If I'm not mistaken, Nubble, for example, I can be wrong, but I think he told me once that he doesn't like sweet potato. In my opinion, it doesn't taste at all like sweet potato. The sweet potato paste. It is something to try for sure. Although, when I was talking about this with Meowser told me that he kinda cooked it himself instead of finding a place that sold it. So maybe it won't be that easy for you guys to find it, I'm guessing. But of course there are recipes for you to also do it yourself. I just don't know how hard is it for you to do it. Maybe it's not too hard. So they gave us the observation tower. Although this is a very plain level, like it's not a level with mountains and stuff. So I may not have a very tall place for me to choose to build my observation tower. Oh, wait a minute. This could be a good spot. Right here. Just above the path, you know, before the tunnel. I think that's a good place. So for some reason my computer is now very slow, but I don't think it has crashed. Like I was saying, my computer has been all weird. Yeah, there we go. I'm guessing it's updating something, but I'm not sure of what. Yeah, I like this place for it. But I will also need to make a change in here. I just don't know how am I going to get the path up here, but I will find a way. Maybe from this side? Like this? Victor, are you still there? Because I gotta tell you that I finally watched the video you sent me, right? Let me change this landscape a little bit. Victor, I finally watched it, man. The video of people trying not to blink, right? It made me very uncomfortable. That was actually funny because I felt more uncomfortable than what the people that were taking the challenge were feeling. For some of them, it felt like, oh, this was easy, no problem. I'm not even tired. I was feeling super uncomfortable for the first minutes of the video. But then after the guy went to McDonald's, went to the drive-thru, drank a freaking milkshake, and then he was not blinking at all and he was driving home, I was like, man, now this is like a humiliation that I'm feeling uncomfortable, right? Because this guy is taking this like it's nothing. And that guy was actually the winner of the challenge. He was almost 3 hours without blinking at all. But honestly, I would skip that challenge because I think it's not only would be uncomfortable to me, but also I would feel anxious. And I even can't say that I have so much self-control to not blink like they had. I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't be able to resist the temptation of blinking at all, you know? Actually, I would change this. I think if it's like that, it looks better. Yes, I finally watched that one video. Right? They were taking it so easy. I was like, are you kidding me? I agree, it's not normal at all. Especially because the guy that won the challenge, he was not even using his fingers to keep his eyes open. I think that if I were trying to take that challenge, I would need to use my fingers. Just like the others have used their fingers, you know. That girl even, or that woman even, uh, made something funny about it because once she said that I'm going to take out my fingers off my eyes, and then she kept the same face, the same look, with and without the fingers. So that was kind of funny. Like, oh my god, she's not going to change at all. Like her expression is the same. It's like not blinking gave her this static face for the rest of her life. I hope that guy won some sort of prize because even if they were saying it was chill or not a big deal at all for them to not be blinking, They kind of deserved some sort of prize, more than just saying, oh yeah, you were the winner, then bye. At least that's how I feel. There is a British version of it. The guy who won went 7 minutes without blinking, and he said it got quite uncomfortable. Yeah, it's because it's going to start. Your eyes are going to start feeling dry, and then it sucks. You would keep your eyes closed for the entire time. Keeping your eyes closed is much better than keeping your eyes open for sure. But man, that guy was driving around the city, going to McDonald's without blinking. I was like, no, he's not human. It can't be. Oh, the British one was the original? Maybe this is also a good place for the merry-go-round. Like right there in the center. Oh wait, but then I can't really make good connections to the path, can I? I mean, I can, like this, right? Were you able to rest better, Victor? I remember you were having some bad nights of sleep last week, right? I checked the Platonic news more because I knew they were going to reveal something. And then what they ended up revealing was that they were going to become a publisher of games, and also that their big secret game is related to Capital B, which is the villain of Ukulele. So I don't know, I need to wait for longer before I get excited for that. Because if they're going to become publishers, that's great, but like, okay. And then this secret project with Capital B, I'm not sure how to feel about it. I would rather prefer something completely, I don't know, crazier than that. But you need to see. You're folding your laundry while you watch, and oh my god, I'm just running out of room. Oh my god, Emily, how many clothes did you wash? Are you really having clothes everywhere in there? And don't forget to show me your Animal Crossing new sweater. This week has been total shit in regards to that. The past 2 days were a bit hard for me to sleep well, but I still did. It was just hard for me to fall asleep. Today, for example, I was really worried of not sleeping well, but thank goodness after insisting and being patient, I could sleep well. But I was getting a little bit anxious. What helped me was to take a natural medicine. It's like a mix of passion fruit flowers and some other relaxing herbs and plants that are not like aggressive to your body. And also watching some ASMR videos. So I found a good spot for the merry-go-round, but I don't know about the crooked house. But let me tell you all something. Even though it's been cold or is snowing or everything in there, do your best to still try to get some sunlight or to like sunbathe. Maybe just spending some 10 minutes next to a window or something. Because maybe one reason you may not be sleeping well is because of vitamin D and melatonin. or melatonin. I'm never sure how to pronounce that freaking word. But yes, like even though it's snowy and cloudy and everything, you gotta still be there for the sun. So the fact that there is a new game on the way is exciting too, even though they didn't let us what it is. But they said it's about Capital B. Are you still excited even though it's about Capital B? I was a bit disappointed. I was hoping for something else. Yeah, the publishing thing was also not very interesting to me. I did not see the announcement video. What I saw was, I mean, I saw that they had like a conference and they had Grant in there. They had some other important people of Playtonic in that Zoom conference, but I did not watch it all. I just checked the summary news. You haven't done laundry in a while. I also haven't, but I don't know. I still have. It's because I'm not going outside, so I'm not using or wearing many of my clothes. So I'm still good about it. I have been using more of my towels, of course, but I still think I have some towels uh, to replace the ones that are getting dirty, right? So probably if I go do laundry, I'll be washing my towels more than my clothes. Yeah, don't forget to get some sunlight, even if it's not sunny outside. It's mostly because you have to do it outside of your apartment building, and then you need to. Wait, do you need to do it outside of your apartment building to like wash them or to like let them to get dry? Because that's funny, right? Laundry places is something really common in other countries, especially from the impression I get from movies or series. Here in Brazil, there are some laundry places, but I wouldn't say they are very common. Most of times, people have their own washing machine at home. In my case, I have a dryer and a washing machine combined. It's the same. It's the same machine, right? Oh, you go to the laundromat. You don't want to go out that much because of COVID. Okay, so now I agree with you. It makes sense for you to really accumulate all of the laundry and then you go there only once, right? Yes. That's the best for you to be doing for sure. The censored part of it sounded like it could be a ukulele, so that's exciting. Well, Victor, I'm telling you that I heard that it's something about Capital B, like maybe a game about him or something. So it is regarding ukulele, but I just don't know what it could be. And because it's not targeted at Yuka and Lely themselves, but like Capital B, it made me feel more concerned about it. Like maybe I won't like it that much. I don't know, but I kind of dropped my expectations a little bit. But we'll need to wait and see. If they were saying like ukulele and not Capital B, then I would feel more safe about it. But because they, or at least according to the news I heard, maybe the news I heard are wrong as well. They said it's about Capital B. I was like, really? Plus, it's always fun to see what they are going to get up to. Yeah, it's important and good to see they are still active. We have like a section to do that in our building, but it takes forever there. Because I feel like it hasn't been updated in so long, and it's just better to go outside. Do you guys dry the dishes? Because that's something that I don't do. Unless, of course, I need to really use whatever I just washed right away to cook or to prepare something. But to some people, it's normal for them to be drying their dishes. It's something that I leave up to nature. Like, nature, come on, dry those dishes to me, and then in 3 hours I'm back, and then I put them in the shelf. I don't like to spend time drying the dishes, basically. Am I really going to concentrate all of my gentle rides into this corner? I can't find a better place. Okay, let's try it right there. By the way, I'm going to save the game just in case, because I noticed that the energy in my room, they kind of flashed or blinked. So that could be a power outage, hopefully not. So just to be sure, I'm saving my progress in here. Not that there is many progress, but if you can save up some time, then it's worth, right? So they mentioned capital B, but the censored part of what they said sure sounded like... Wait, you were really saying Tuca lately? I thought you were like uh, mistyping it. It is really going to be Tuca, so that should mean that's a proper sequel to Ukulele on the way. I would be down for that, yes. I still need to play the Ukulele games myself, but I wouldn't mind a new one. Yes, more 3D crazy platformers, let's go. We have a dish rack that they dry in, and then we put them away. Yes, I also have it in here. But I know that there are some people that they, as soon as they finish uh, washing their dishes, they get a cloth, a kitchen cloth, and then they start drying them because they can't wait for nature to freaking dry their dishes. So it is ukulele. It's following the tradition of Kazooie and Tui. Yeah, man, that's kind of crazy. So let's see, maybe they can reveal that game later this year, hopefully. And maybe they can also give us a better sequel than the original game. You know another game, Victor, that I still need to play as well? Is Snake Pass. The game that David Wise composed the soundtrack of it. I even bought that game. What is this coaster right here? It's the inverted Wild Mouse coaster. That's the one we have in here, right? Wait. Yeah, it's this one. Sadly, I don't have any... Oh, never mind, I do have water rides. Let's go for the boat hire. Wait, you have never heard of Snake Pass? Really, Victor? It's a very weird game that you of course control a snake. So it's not really about normal platforming because you can't jump or you can't do many regular or expected movements with a snake. But you gotta like tangle and find a way for you to reach platforms. and then progress on the game. I'm not sure how to say it because I haven't played it myself still, but it's more about uh, using tools or using the environment to help you to reach platforms. It's something like that. And the soundtrack was by David Wise. That's pretty much the greatest reason why I would want to check that game out, because I'm pretty sure that soundtrack will be sounding great. But also I would like to give it a shot to this crazy gameplay. And then there are puzzles as well, like you need to solve the puzzles by using the environment. But it's not like a traditional platformer, right? It's one of those crazy and odd games. Another one that I even tried to stream once was I Am Bread. Have you heard of I Am Bread? That game would be perfect for us here, not only because it is crazy and different, but also because it's about food, right? This channel is like 99% destined to food. But sadly my computer couldn't run it really well, so I had to give up on that. But you control a bread. You are like a slice. You are basically a loaf. Yeah, you control a loaf. So if you wanna play something different, that's totally the game for you. And then speaking of crazy games, I heard that they are working on a sequel, or maybe not a sequel, but something like a extended the Stanley Parable game, and it's going to be released even for the Switch or something. I also gotta play the Stanley Parable, but it seems that these news are kinda old, but I could only hear about them recently. So I was really shocked to know that they were working on an upgraded version of the Stanley Parable. With like more endings, crazier things, more secrets. Yeah, you should check the Snake Pass game, Victor, especially because of David Wise. Oh, you are looking at your Twitch recap? I got one of those when the year changed, right? When the new year came. But I do not remember what it was telling me anymore. You remember seeing Let's Plays videos of that red game? I know, man. It's like a game that I would love to be playing it myself, especially because I'm so damn curious to understand the plot of it. Because believe it or not, there is a plot to that game. And it's so funny that every level is like a different place of your house or of a house. It's like the garage level, the kitchen, the bathroom, and everything. And by the end of every level, there is like a, I don't know, some sort of diary that you can read about this person wondering what the heck is going on in their house. I got so curious to understand if the person would realize that there is a living bread walking around his house, or if the person was actually going crazy or something. So that's a game that I will try again for sure. So Ultra's second place is Final Fantasy VI. First place was Super Metroid. And I was like the third most watched streamer. I had no idea you watched so much of Super Metroid, Ultras. I knew you liked the game, but I didn't know you liked that much. Even more than Final Fantasy VI. I have only ever seen the trailer for the Stanley Parable. It is, yeah, it seems to be a very interesting game. It's because, Victor, the Stanley Parable is more about randomness than something certain. It's one of those, let's say, books or games or movies or anything basically, that its purpose is more to bring questions than answers. That's why you're not sure what is the Stanley Parable about, because it is one of those games that it's to give you questions and not really conclusions, you know? And then now that I heard that they are working on a somewhat sequel or somewhat deluxe game with even more things, more questions, more stuff, I'm like, holy shit. This is kind of awesome actually. You like to hear the game in the background, but you like Final Fantasy 6 better than Super Metroid. But do you mostly watch speedrunners or people playing Super Metroid blind? Or it doesn't matter, like, if there is somebody playing Super Metroid, I will be leaving it on the background. I still don't have any thrill ride, but they gave us the space rings. So let's go for that. This right here is actually a ride that I would love to try someday, but I have never been in a space rings. Probably I would feel very dizzy, but I think I would think it's fun. So you basically watch speedrunners the most, but you actually haven't in a few weeks. You have been watching a lot of Castlevania because the music is just so good you can watch it anytime. Speaking of music and video games, Victor, are you still working on the Wind Waker covers? Also, Ultros, I gotta say that I watched the video about Canada this week, and for some minutes, I kind of felt like, am I living in an alternative universe or in a parallel universe? Because that video told me or taught me that some places in Canada are in different locations than what I used to think. Like Halifax, for example. I could swear Halifax was like kind of west or central of Canada, but no, it's completely east. And then I was like, what? After I was checking the map of that. So, yes, I was very surprised to learn that Halifax is not where I used to think it was. I was mind blown by that. But then the video was also telling me about some other provinces, and there was even one with a very funny name. I can't remember the name anymore, but it was a very funny name. Like, forgive me if I'm not even close to it, but it was like Satisfaction. It was something. I should Google that. That's the one. Yes, Satisfaction. Yes, I don't even know how to say that. Is it Sakashivan? No, I can't. Also, hi Subaru, how are you, man? But I was like, what the heck? Is this a real place in Canada? Saskatchewan. Oh, there we go, Saskatchewan. Oh, it's actually easy now that you typed it like that. Saskatchewan. Okay. But it was so weird when I read it that I was like, what the heck? And I was also surprised to learn that they have a region in there that's called Northern Territories. It's like we are too lazy to come up with a name, so let's just say it's the Northern Territories. Not to mention Newfoundland, because Newfoundland is a place where a friend of mine is from, Surrey, and I always think it's such a funny name because it's like it's a Newfoundland, we found it, and it's new. It's like such a non-creative name. But yes, Newfoundland and then now Northern Territories. But Halifax being in the east part of Canada, I was mind blown. I could swear it was closer to Ontario, Vancouver, somewhere around those parts. No, it's completely east. It's close to New Brunswick, where a friend in common with me and Victor, Gabe, is from. And fun fact about New Brunswick, it still blows my mind that there is a moment in the year, thanks to daylight savings and all of that, that the time in New Brunswick is the same time as I have in Brazil. That to me is like mind blowing. But maybe it's not matching anymore because Brazil has gotten rid of its daylight savings thanks to our current president. So probably there is an hour difference in there, but to know that Canada up there and Brazil can have the same time zone is very mind blowing. But yes, Halifax is like completely east. I was like, what the heck? You know those truths or those things you learn that kind of make you wonder if you were thrown into a different alternative universe or alternate universe. That's how I felt for some minutes after I learned that Halifax was not west, it was east. Man, I was really not ready for that. Emily's saying that she's sure it's an indigenous name. There was one name that they said that it meant like a Great Lake or something. I can't remember which. Was it Ontario actually? I think it was Ontario. I think that the origin of the name Ontario was something about a big lake. Your friend moved there to Halifax? Or do you mean to? No, you probably mean to. How can I say it again? Let me go back. It's hard to get it. Let me open this ride first, and then I'll go back on the chat. Also, hi Electro, how are you, man? We are playing a very chill level today. This is the Wacky Warren. Come on, computer, let me go to my chat. This is the Wacky Warren, yeah. It is about having $9,000 of ride income during a month. That's the objective. So because it doesn't have a time limit, that's why I think this is an easy level. It may take some time, but we don't need to rush or to, feel pressured. We can take our time in here. So it's called Saskatchewan. There we go. Victor was saying that it's been a few weeks since he last worked on it. One day he will finish that medley, but it's not for a while at least. Halifax, yeah, my best friend at the time lived there. You have been twice to visit him. You live close to Ontario, isn't it, Ultras? And I know about Halifax because of Pilot. Pilot is from Halifax. And you also used to live there, didn't you? Because you knew where Pilot was living and stuff. I remember that talk before. But I had no idea that Halifax was to the east. Like, it's completely to the east. I could swear it was, I don't know, more in the center of Canada, more to the west. It's like on the French side. Oh no, you're talking about New. Wait. Oh no, you're talking about the Northwest Territories. It is sad there. It looked very empty, like is no in nature basically. Somebody is saying, but an old foundland. Probably there is somewhere in the world called foundland, and then this is the Newfoundland. Yes. Normally, when you have those things going on like that, it's because somewhere else in the world is called that name, not the new, and then they recycle the name like that. You would love to go to Newfoundland? Another thing I learned on that video that told me about Halifax is that they have a lot of fishing in there. Maybe that explains why you love to fish. You had great times there? Yeah, they were saying that fishing is like huge in Halifax. And let me also give you the context of how did I end up watching that video. Believe it or not, the video I was watching was about Pokemon, because one of the PokeTubers that I watch, he decided to make a series of like, what if I could give a Pokemon as a mascot for each state of the US? And then he now did that to Canada, but then for the provinces. And then he was explaining me his reasonings, like, oh yes, in Canada you have this province, and then it's well known for, I don't know, being super cold, so I'm giving a nice type Pokemon for it. And then Halifax has a lot of fishing activities, so then I'm giving it a Barracuda Pokemon. So I was learning about Canada in a Pokemon video. And then they told me about, I need to go back to it again, right? Saskatchewan? It's so hard. Saskatchewan. There we go. Saskatchewan. I'm at least remembering the beginning of it, so it's promising. But it's such a different word. Saskatchewan. It's like if you get the guy from A Link to the Past, Saralalalala, and breed him with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then you have Saskatchewan. You know, maybe that's a good way for me to remember this now. A Link to the Past and Star Wars, and then you have this freaking place in Canada. He was there for a few years in Halifax and just moved back a year ago. I mentioned he doesn't talk to you for reasons unbeknownst. Yeah, you live in a city in Ontario. I could swear Pilot was living near you because you guys were always talking about, oh yes, I have been there and stuff. But no, Pilot is actually to the east. It was newly found. Yeah, or it was newly found. Where is the old New York? Yes, it is in the UK, that's true. Says gotta catch them all, catch you one. Says gotta catch them all. Yeah, that's basically, man. What's going on now, right? Canada and Pokemon. That's how it is. But yes, it's a Pokemon video that taught me about that. I wish I could remember more though. But the things that uh, shocked me the most was the location of Halifax and this one place called Saskatchewan, and also that there are regions in there called Northwest Territories, which is like, come on, people, please give that place a name. Also, they told me that there is a new, um, a recent uh, territory, if I'm not mistaken, that's like Yukon, and it was like very recent made or something, or am I getting the wrong one? I heard from that video that there is a recent territory, like it was created recently. Is it Yukon? I'm not sure if it is Yukon because Yukon sounds very familiar to me actually. For some reason, when I hear the word Yukon, I think on the movie Into the Wild, and I kinda put on my mind that that's the place where Alexander wanted to travel to. No, 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 with Y. It's Yukon. Yukon. Yukon? is more like a an Asian place. Maybe it sounds Asian. Oh yeah, speaking about Pokemon, this is the month of the anniversary of Pokemon. It's like the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. And then many things are going to happen, even some concerts, even with Post Malone, which is like, what is the connection? I have no idea, but sure, Pokemon Company. But then McDonald's is going to print some special cards in some countries for their McDonald's Happy Meals, right? I was checking some news about that, and those news made me think about what the heck is going on in our world. Because it seems that a lot of adults and people are going crazy after those promotional cards. Not for them. They are doing that to sell them on eBay for like high profitable sales, while they are doing that so much that the Pokemon Company and McDonald's are worried of the kids not getting what was destined to the kids. So basically what's going to happen is that all of the adults are going to get all of the promotional cards to save them and to sell them maybe in the future on eBay, although there are already some huge sales going on right now. And then the kids will not get the cards because the adults are buying it all to sell them all, and then what the heck is going on? Where did we mess up with the world? So yeah, fun fact about Pokemon and McDonald's for you. Goku was based on Yukon. Oh, never mind, it was not Yukon then. The newest territory was Nunavut, separated from the Northwestern Territories. Oh, it was not that recent then, if it were in 1999. Alright, Victor, I hope you can sleep better, man. Yes, I see you then. Your mom always saved the McDonald's toys. You can maybe sell some of them for a good... I mean, not all of them, of course, but maybe some of those toys can have value today. For example, promotional Pokemon cards. There are so many crazy Pokemon TCG collectors. We could only own them if she already had one sealed? She has them sealed? And she has a drawer full of them, including some really old and rare ones? Okay, so your mom was a collector. I probably still have some of my toys at home, but I hardly think they will be valuable. Most of my toys are cars. I use it to, even though today I don't like cars, I use it to play a lot with miniature cars. And my favorite miniature car was a yellow one. Well, the last you had a McDonald's Happy Meal was like shit 20 years ago. I got some. Now I can't be sure, but I think I bought the meal. But I got some of their toys sub 6 or 7 years ago because I do have some Charlie Brown and Snoopy McDonald's toys, you know. I'm pretty sure I bought the meal. I was not only paying for the toys, because you can do that. You can only pay for the toy and not get the meal. Yes, I have some of the Charlie Brown Happy Meal toys in here because I love Charlie Brown. Actually, I'm saying Charlie Brown, but in English it's called Peanuts, right? Yeah, it's called Peanuts. It's like with Snoopy, Charlie Brown, and everybody. So I have like 3 or 4 toys of Peanuts. You know what? You know what? Like it was so normal to have her check first if she had the toy before unwrapping it, that it never bothered you as a kid. Like you understood that it was because she wanted to keep one sealed, so you would just wait to see if you could get it again next time to play around with it. Can't you pick? Is it different in there? Because in here you can pick. In here you go there with your parents and then they, they ask you like which toy does your kid want? And then you pick like, oh, I want this one. In there you're making me think that you cannot pick. Because you're saying that I can see if I can get it next time. I mean, you will totally get it next time if you can pick. Oh, you always refer to it as Charlie Brown versus Peanuts? Oh, there we go then. Yeah, Subaru is making a Brazilian joke in there because there is a Brazilian band called Charlie Brown Jr. Well, when you were younger, it was random. Yeah, maybe they changed that recently. I can see that. Yes, today you can pick. Like they threw one in the bag and then screw it. Yeah. Oh, you got some girls' toys too? Then your mom would always say a boy's toy if possible. But then in that case, they normally would have different boxes, like a different Happy Meal box, right? Like they would be different, and then that would be an easy way for you to guess which one has the girl toy or the boy's toy. Then McDonald's for a while started to ask, is it a boy or a girl toy? It's like Pokemon. Are you a boy or a girl? But now that's against the law or something. Yeah, because toys are toys, right? It doesn't matter which toy you want to play with. If it were a drive though. Oh, I see. Okay, good call. Yeah, if you are getting the order thanks to drive-through or something, yeah, it's harder for you to pick. In the place they would note that it was a boy. Yes, I can see that. Yeah. I really miss the good days when McDonald's burgers were so cheap in here. Sadly, today everything is so expensive. Can you believe that the freaking regular burger in my city it costs 9 reais? Can you believe in that? Like bread, ketchup, mustard, some onions, a pickle, and the freaking patty. That's 9 reais. It pisses me off. Oh, I need to check the prices in here. That's 2.13 Canadian dollars. How much is the regular burger in there? How how much does it cost? Is it any close to that? I'm expecting something cheaper. But 9 reais for that shitty burger, that's too much. That's pretty much why I have been buying more burgers from Burger King. I'm still not sure where to build this. I mean, let's continue building things on that corner then. When you say regular burger, that sounds like the quarter pounder with cheese. No, it's actually more simple than that. The quarter pounder is more expensive. What I'm talking about is like a single patty, ketchup, mustard, a pickle, onion. There is no even cheese. Because then that's going to be the cheeseburger. No, I'm talking about the regular burger. It's like the lowest burger in McDonald's. Not that it's bad, but it's overpriced. But I remember back in the day, like years ago, buying lots of those with my mother because they were very cheap. And then we could feed everybody, me, my sister, my parents. But today, when I check the app, it says 9 reais for that freaking burger. It's like, what? That's actually not too different. But do you know if that cheapest burger has at least cheese on it? Then it would be like a cheeseburger. But honestly, that's not too different. I also think it is overpriced in Canada. Okay, so let me check their thoughts, but I believe everybody's alright in here because this has been a very chill level. Nothing to worry about. So they are complaining about the bath and going to the bathroom. Where are my handyman? Are you hired 2 more then? And we have 2 bathrooms, right? Maybe I should build another food plaza more in the center. Yeah, right there, right? We can have something going on in here. I need to be careful with this burger talk because I had spaghetti for lunch, so I may be feeling hungry soon. And if there is something that I miss eating, even though I'm kind of criticizing McDonald's right now, I do miss eating McDonald's burgers. So I need to be careful to not feel hungry after this talk. But I think I'm still good. It sounds like the same. It's the comforting taste of the juicy and delicious 100% Canadian beef burger, topped with tangy pickles, ketchup, mustard, and the sweet bite of onion. It's the same, yeah. All on a freshly toasted bun, just like you remember. Yeah, it's the same burger. You don't go there. You don't really know the menu. It is the one, yeah. I would expect it to be cheaper. Yeah, it is already savory. It's a savory. I don't know if you can say that, but in here in Brazil, we kind of say it like that. If something is expensive, we call it savory. It is a savory price. Maybe it's just a Portuguese thing. But it's because of the word celery, right? Celery has its roots on the word sol, and sol is like salt. When people used to be paid with salt back in the day for their work or jobs. And yes, in here we say it's kind of savory when something is too expensive because it's getting a lot of their salaries. They used to be for 25 reais. Yes, that's a price that I wish it returns to reality. It used to be $1, you see? That's a much better price. I'm not sure where to place this bathroom though. I think I will place it right there. I don't want to mix it with the other stalls right here. So hopefully with this third bathroom located in the center of the park, we can have people complaining less about going to the bathroom. People get Mac Gangbangs, which is putting a junior chicken in between a Mac double. We don't have those things in here. I have heard of that. There is even a burger that has all of the 3 types of patties, which is like chicken, fish, and the meat one. I have heard of that happening in other places, but not in Brazil. My favorite McDonald's burger is the one that has bacon and salad. Maybe in English it's called Magnific. That's my favorite one. It's been forever since I last had it, but it's my favorite. You get McDonald's nuggets if anything. I can see that, yeah. Many people here love those nuggets, but normally I don't buy them, but it's not because they are bad. They are really great. I just prefer buying the burgers. So they gave us the slide. Can I build the slide right in the entrance? Somewhere in here? I think I can. Oh, there is a tree? Yeah, I like that idea right there. They slide right in the entrance. It's a tiny ride, so it fits. You're happy with the 10 nuggets and their largest order of fries. I also don't order fries in McDonald's. Not because they are bad, they are great, but it's because I prefer going for the burgers. And then if I can get more burgers instead of buying side dishes, that's my strategy. It is a good ugly meal, I can agree with you. Especially if you have some delicious sauce like our barbecue or ketchup. But the thing is that I need to order things in quantity. So I need to get the burgers. If I don't get the burgers, I will not feel satiated. And then French fries or nuggets, they are like extra, but they will not make me satiated. The chairlift is not going to help me out in here. Let me check my income right now. So ride tickets, we are getting 2,000, which means that we need to multiply that multiply that by 4 and even get 1,000 more. So we are getting there. Although I need more profitable rides, which is basically more coasters. So maybe now that I started building other things in here and I'm starting to get more people in the park, I could go back to the coasters research. Satisfied? Yeah, satisfied, but satiated also works, right? Really, you haven't heard of satiated? Let me confirm it, but I'm pretty sure it exists. Because like this is not the first time I say it. Yeah, satiated. You see, most of times I'm the one learning, but I can also be of help. I can be culture for you. Can't say you have ever heard that. In here, in Portuguese, you can use both. You can use satiated or you can use satisfied. In Portuguese, both words also work. But as in my opinion, satiated is more specific for like having your belly full. I did not want to take a risk on English, and then I went for the most specific word. And then now I'm also remembering that satisfied would also do it, so that's good to know. So the thing is that I would love to build one of the wooden coasters because we only have the steel models. But the wooden coasters are very expensive. If I build them, I probably will go I will go broke. But I guess I will go for it. What else can I do, right? Is there any not too expensive wooden twister coaster? Maybe this one? Oh, I kinda don't like this coaster though. It's so dangerous. But if we change the number of trains, we'll be alright. But I have seen this one crashing before. Oh, I just don't have a very good location without trees. There is likely a point in time where someone has said the word and you did not hear it. Probably it was me actually, because I kinda use that word more often than satisfied. But like no recollection. Wait, recollection. Recollection likely due to not understanding it. I could download some from RCT Go, but it's okay, man. It's fine. Probably there will be very easy models for us to be using if I do that, but it's okay. I wanna place it right there. Maybe if I get rid of some more trees. So what are you guys having for dinner? Ultras was trying the guava paste and cheese, but what about the dinner? Oh, I can place it right there. Or be brave and build your own. I will be brave and build my own coasters when the game asks me to do that. And as it's not asking for me to do that right now, there is no pressure for me to be doing it. But I know for sure that my doomed days are coming, right? They will be happening. Once again, I wanna add the ride photo section. There we go. So you just had some leftover Indian curry. Subaru had some noodles. It's cold in here too. It's cold everywhere pretty much. I will probably be eating some cereal, but maybe some crackers. I could go for guava paste and crackers like ultras too, right? But cereal for sure. I had that pizza. Oh yeah, the mushroom pizza. And then the guava paste, the carrot cake. You miss the Vicky's jalapeno chips because they taste amazing. There are some levels where you need to build the 10 coasters, but also a minimum length. A minimum length? I mean, I know there are the levels that they start a coaster and then I need to continue them and complete them. Like, we did at least 2 levels like that that were very painful for us. It's truthfully the best line of chips. I don't think we have Vicky's in here. Can't say that I have heard of them. Oh, I'll need to change this. Yeah, this is better. So hopefully with this new coaster, we'll be able to get more profit from the tickets. Also more profit thanks to the on-ride photo sections. I will try $5 for the price for this. Inspections in every 10 minutes. And we need some benches. And more handyman now that we have another coaster, right? So let's hire 3 more. You know that brand? You have had them from sandwich shops. Do you guys like Subway's cookies? Maybe not, right? But it's one of the few places in Brazil that you can buy cookies. Believe it or not. I don't think I have ever bought the cookies from Subway. You think they are alright? Maybe I should give them a try then. Because to me, to my eyes, they look very normal. And then maybe there will be better places out there. But as I don't have options for cookies in Brazil, maybe someday I should give it a shot. I just think it's so odd that cookies are Subway's, let's say, side dish option. It's such a different thing. It's not like an ice cream. It's not like a pie from McDonald's, for example. They have that apple pie. No, it's a freaking cookie, you know. You usually get the white chocolate macadamia. That actually sounds really good. But probably the one I see the most in here is the M&M's cookie. Man, that coaster really fit well right there, right? I feel like I'm really getting good places for the rides on this park. Not only it's fitting really well in there, but also look on the coaster next to it. They kinda have the same symmetry going on regarding how far back they are going. This was a really good place for it, in my opinion at least. So the white chocolate macadamia with strawberries is an amazing match. Don't ask why, it sounds weird. To be honest, I don't think so. Okay, there are a lot of things going on in there, like white chocolate, macadamia, and the strawberries, but Chocolate with strawberry and macadamia works, so why not the white chocolate? But take a bite of that cookie with a strawberry. I gotta try. It's just the same situation that I was saying earlier, that when I go to McDonald's I normally don't buy the side dishes. When I go to Subway I also don't buy the extras, like they also sell some Ruffles chips in there, or some soda, and then the cookies. Most of times I ignore all of those things, I only go for the sub. But I should give it a shot someday. And I actually thought on Subway because you guys were talking about chips, and then I remembered how in here Subway does sell you Ruffles. Like they don't sell you they don't sell you fries, right? They sell you potato chips, like Ruffles potato chips. Firehawk, thank you so much for the follow. How are you? I don't know if my alerts are popping up because I can't hear any sound effects from the alerts today. But thank goodness my activity feed. Oh, maybe now I could see it a little bit, but it's thanks to my computer, right? Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, it's probably because of my computer being shitty today. Like I was saying right in the beginning of the stream, that my alerts are very messed up today. But what matters to me is that my activity feed is getting updated so I can see what the heck is going on. Because last week it was not getting updated. So they are giving us the single rail roller coaster. I don't like it. It is a very unique model, but I'm not a big fan of it. Wait, really? Am I getting that amount of profit? Because that recovery was awesome right there. Yeah, look at that. Because like I had... Oh no, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I was thinking that I had like 10,000, and then I bought the coaster that was 7,000, and then I ended up with 3,000. No, I ended up with 6,000 because I bought that coaster when I had 13,000. Never mind, this is not a great recovery. Welcome back, Emily. Did you finish folding the clothes? And speaking of cookies, Emily right there still needs to send me some of her recipes for the cookies she bakes, right? Although I still need to buy ingredients to bake cookies. What about your opinion, Emily? Do you like Subway cookies? We were talking about Subway cookies. Oh, you finished? There we go. I will see if on Monday or Tuesday I also wash my clothes. Actually, I washed my towels. I think washing the towels sounds more important now. The oatmeal? I do have oatmeal. Yes, I could. Although I need to buy eggs. Yeah, I need to buy eggs. Remember last week that I was saying that I had to buy apples and some other things like ham, cheese, bread? I did not buy any of that. Because what I ended up buying were the pizzas. And then I had pizzas for like 2 days. And I decided to postpone the grocery shopping I was going to do. So I need to do that this week. So your brother went to the subway today? Oh no, really? Now I feel bad for talking about that. Oh no, let's change the subject then. I was not expecting that Emily actually had a situation going on today in her life, right? In her life about Subway and their cookies. But I always thought it was weird that Subway kinda was the only fast food shop that I know that sells cookies. Burger King doesn't have that. McDonald's. And we kinda don't have like cookie shops in Brazil. I can't think on any. Is it a common thing in there? I'm pretty sure it won't be as big as the cupcake trend we were talking about earlier, but are there many cookie shops in there? I think that we have more pretzel shops than cookie shops in here. And pretzels are not even that popular in here either. Churro shops can be even more common than cookies. Wait, you can find them in Wendy's and McDonald's in there? Really? You see, McDonald's in here, they only have the pies, like the apple pie or the ice cream. There is this shop in New York City that sells cookies until 3 a.m. Oh my god. That are mostly just bakeries with cookies? Really? It's called Insomnia Cookies? Oh my god. I imagine people going there buying them. It's like, oh no, tomorrow at work we had that meeting of like um is it called like Secret Santa or something? Secret Santa cookie trade or something? But I did not have time to bake my cookies, so I'm going to the Insomnia cookie shop and then I get some in there and then I say that I baked them myself. I'm imagining that. Oh yes, you have the donuts as well, right? No, donuts are not common in here though. Pretzels are more common than donuts, and they are not even that common. Are churros any common in there? Churros? I think there is nothing like a dulce de leche churro. It's so good. Oh, never mind. This is not the coaster that I was thinking. This is the one that has the coaster that starts with S, right? Is Stead something? Oh, it's Steeplechase. I do like this coaster a little bit. I at least think it looks great. Well, this other one on the other hand doesn't look great, by the way. Your town has some Mexican bakeries with churros and pandus? Oh my god, Electro, yes! Pandus is so good, which is what I believe it's like sweetbread. It's so good! You have pandusas in there too? I love it, yes. This is the first time that I see the word you guys are saying, but I can pretty sure know what it is. And I really like it. There are even guava paste pandusas. Have you seen those, Emily? In here we have the guava paste ones too. I kinda did one close to it last year because I was trying to make like a panettone guava paste version, and in the end it tastes like guava paste with bread, so I can imagine it being close to a Pandoos with guava paste. Let's go for the maximum research. I don't think we are having a lot of trouble with our money, so let's invest on the research. So having that new coaster gave us almost 1,000 of ride ticket sales. I will also do some more marketing so we can get more people in the park. Hoping for more. Wait. Oh, okay, I need to select. Hoping for more people going to the rides. Free rides on the tower. Oh, those are the potato chips you're talking about? You know what? I'm going for all of the advertisements. Screw it. I hope this won't like crash my stream because my computer has been weird today. It's good to advertise after getting new rides. But do you mean advertising the new ride or advertising anything? Oh, is it a Canadian brand? They have the maple leaf right there. Man, they look really good. And now I'm officially hungry because my stomach could not look at those potato chips without reaction. Oh my god. But it looks really good. Actually, Ultras, I think you have showed me them before. And you said that they are like crunchier than normal, like crunchier than the other ones, because they looked very crunchy as well. But it's like worth for the price, right? Because they are very tasty. The rides increase the number of guests the game thinks you should have. Yeah, exactly. They do get more people. And then the ads make the guests spawn quicker. So it's not that I'm getting extra guests, so you can get the profit sooner. I thought they were more separated than that, but interesting. Oh, you know what? This is the one that I was thinking at first then, the suspended single rail roller coaster. Let me check. Okay, every ride has somebody in it, so we're good in here. Yeah, two not so great coasters in a row, right? Yeah, this is the one that I was thinking at first. I prefer the single rail coaster though. Should I consider going for a, I don't know, a railroad or a chairlift in here? I have the feeling if I go for those, I will use a lot of space. It will look great, but unfortunately, this level can't be only about the looks, right? Yeah, it is a nice park for a railroad. The problem will be placing a station right in the entrance. Right there. But maybe, you know what, let's do it, why not? And yes, this is the coaster that I was thinking at first. This will be a long project, this may use a lot of money, but sure. Yeah, they are crunchier and thicker cut potatoes. They have cleaner ingredients, they cost a little more. I was thinking they would be cheaper. But it has the best jalapeno flavor around. There is a custom railroad? I forgot about that. What you do is to make one station and a big loop, and then you add the stations, and then you can expand to each side. I'm thinking about going around this whole area, which is a very ambitious project, but it's like there are three places in here that I would want to have a station. It's like beginning, center, and end. So I'm thinking about going around everything, and then the other rides, I place them after the railroad. Like in here, down there, there. They are cheap, you think so? It depends on the support as well. Because we need to go up and down the hill. Normally when I'm building them, I kinda need more money, but let's see how this goes. Do you know how many stations can I have in here? Is it only 3 or something? Because if I can place a station on this side and another one on... Oh, no. If I place it on the other side, it's going to be a very short connection, right? You went to get another slice of the guava paste. It's like a fruit leather. People make it in here with apples. I love apples. Let me check that out. Oh, I have seen something close to that, but made of bananas, not apples. But I'm certain that tastes great. But yeah, in here we have I don't know, a candied banana or like a sweet banana thing. It's not necessarily a banana paste, but it could be. There is also a banana paste. But it's like a dry, maybe a dry banana works. It's like a dry banana sugared, if that makes any sense to you. That I actually like a lot. Remember, they go super slow uphill, that's true. But it's fine in my opinion, as long as I can have the stations working. You think it's 4? So it needs to be like north, south, west, and east, right? We can work with that. You basically spread the applesauce and pureed fruits on a pan, very thin, and put in an oven, right? An oven on just a warm setting like 180 degrees Celsius, and then you let it dry out into a sticky sheet, and then you eat it in strips. And then guava paste is like that. I'm pretty sure, yes, you need to have this somewhat slow process going on. And then I wonder when you sugar it, because you probably will need to sugar it. I don't think it is made only by the fruit sugar. So I will try to avoid some of the slopes, but for this beginning part, I may not have a big choice. Wait, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, okay. We have 9 stations, or 9 pieces of station. In RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, you can have more trains than can fit in the station. It's really nice. Oh yeah, it's going to accelerate the transportation process a lot, right? But sadly you can't have more than 4 stations in the sequel then. Also, by the way, the advertisement, it really added a lot of people to us. Oh, I can't complete that. Maybe now? No, I can't. Stand-up steel roller coaster? Oh. Okay, I don't remember this one that much. But it looks alright. They may not be too expensive. The same with log flume. You can add more log flumes? Man, log flumes are awesome. It's one of the best rides, of course. Maybe only better than it are the river rides. Yeah, river rides are also really great. Okay, so that idea did not work. I'm thinking about building the station somewhere right there. Maybe if I, yeah, make a turn sooner. Okay, this is a bit better, I think. Yes, I like this more. Maybe I will place the station right here. Never mind. There we go. Oh, I did not see that. I was crossing the limits of my park. You know what? Maybe this is asking for a underground passage then, so I can go to the other side. Although the trees are not helping me out in here. Nice. So where do I... Oh, I need to go even lower in here. I'm getting all sorts of awards. The safest park in the country with a single guard, the best guard in the universe. Okay, there we go. So there should be another station here, right? Maybe a little bit more ahead. Yeah, maybe here. And now for the last leg of this miniature railroad, which is a long leg actually. Yeah, it's going to be a really long track. Never mind, we need to change things in here a little bit. Yeah, maybe right there I can place the other station. No, 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 never mind. I was thinking about 4 stations, right? So I could have had the one right there, and then the last one can be somewhere right there, maybe next to that diamond looking lake. Look at this right here, this looks great. Somebody calls Sonic because one of his Chaos Emerald is hidden right there. Oh, this is a very good coaster model. Yeah, that's the one we're going to use a lot. But yes, I can have my station here in case I can really have 4 stations. I can also add another one later, right? Did you know that if a transport ride is free, guests will always go in line without thinking? Really? I did not know that. That's kinda crazy. You can really use that as a strategy for keeping people inside your park, especially if you have very long trains. Oh, we could go next to the food plaza right there. There is nothing like a, I don't know, a railroad or, yes, a railroad noise or like some smell of smoke coming out of a train when you're having a meal. Can I go above the coaster? I could, there we go. Or I could up to some point. Okay, I found a path. And then this gotta be the place for the last station, right? You know what? Let's place the final station close to the diamond looking lake. That's kind of like a problem now. I don't want to change the spiral slide from that place. Oh, I can do this, right? Okay. I guess we're going higher again? Is this high enough? It is. Oh, actually it's super close to the connection right there. Let me go around a little bit more then. Which? Oh, that tree. Wait, what is the difference between the heights in here? It's actually a big difference. So we may need to go down, or I need to make those to go higher, but maybe I can't thanks to the supports. Yeah, this is correct. No, 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 it's past, right? It's actually not past. I just need to go down now. There we go, we did it. As I imagined, it took us a lot of work, but we did it, and Electro was right about it not being too expensive. I still have a good chunk of money right there. So let's place the stations and everything. How am I putting people up there? Maybe the best answer is for me to create a path underground. Why am I only getting coasters now? Oh, I can't go higher from there? Maybe now? There we go. But I will end up messing up with the landscaping in here. Yeah, I was not planning to mess up with the landscaping, but what if I go to the other side? Maybe that's better? Okay, I can work with that. Sorry, I had to do that. It's not every day that you see the ducks. Okay, there goes for the first station. I can already say that people will get mad by waiting forever for the trains, because this is a long queue, but whatever. At least now I have a passage for the other side of this mountain, and then we can work on it. Let's go for the other stations. Now this one. I'm not sure how to tackle this one. Well, maybe from this path? But then, can I go under the coaster? Oh, wait. I think I can. No, I can't. No, I could. There we go. Meowser, thank you so much for the resub. How are you, man? I hope you're doing great. Wait, I'm getting the wrong direction, right? Yes, it's actually... It's actually one to the right, like this. We are finishing a crazy long railroad track in here, man. Like that. Yeah, there we go. Duck's also a slang for... yes, I was here thinking, what is the word for that in English? The word is duck. Yes, you are right, Sabru. If you wanna say that, you can also say duck as a verb. When you kinda move your body down, right? Or to avoid like something that's going to hit you and then you go down. Yeah, you can say that you are ducking, yeah. You're doing well, nice to hear it. You're cooking some steaks for dinner. We were talking about Outback Steakhouse one of these days, right? I wonder if it's thanks to that, but probably not. Today we were talking about McDonald's, Subway, all sorts of things, and then we also talked about guava paste, Meowser. When are you going to go after guava paste, man? I know you have had sweet potato paste that I was also recommending people here to try it earlier. Oh yes, I gotta go to the other stations too. Yeah, you didn't like it, right? Maybe it's just huge here in Brazil, Outback Steakhouse. You have to come across some eventually. Ultras was showing us some pictures of the guava paste he found in Canada. You would need to go to either a foreign market like the one that Ultras went. He went to an Asian slash Chinese grocery store, or you can order it online. Hi Barba, how are you, man? I'm doing alright. I was getting hungry sooner, but actually now I'm not hungry anymore for some reason. Maybe it's the distraction of building this long railroad track that's going to connect the whole park in here. I really lost my appetite, which is good because I still gotta have like an hour and a half um, of stream today, so I don't want to feel hungry doing that. But how are you, Barbara? Let's move on to the next station, this one. Oh, this is going to be okay, right? Because it's very close to the food plaza right there. Also, Meowser, weren't you talking about skiing or something this week or soon? I wonder if you were able to ski or to like do some snowboarding. Especially now that everybody that's been in here today have been saying that it's still snowing. So I'm guessing that you still have a lot of snow around the US. But I remember you were saying that you were excited for going to some skiing or... Oh, it's on the next weekend? And then you just got into Cleveland. Or Cleveland? It's Cleveland, right? Cleveland Thursday night. And you were watching the Super Bowl, I remember that too. Cleveland is a city I have heard of before, but I don't know where it is. It's by the Great Lakes up north. Oh wait, that's wrong right there. I'm guessing you took a plane, right, to get there. Was the airport too busy? A friend of mine has been traveling around Rio de Janeiro state, and I was kind of worried about him because of like getting to. Oh, you actually went by car? I mean, 10 hours, that's okay. It is a long trip, but it's also not the worst, right? And I wanna imagine that the scenery and nature will be beautiful in that area, so it kind of makes it worth traveling by car. But yes, a friend of mine has been going to all sorts of cities here in Rio, in the Rio de Janeiro state, because Rio de Janeiro is both the city and the state, right? And I was worried of him like getting to agglomerations and lots of people, but he has been going to destinations that have been very empty, which is great, right? But I was wondering how's the airports and if other places in there, touristic places, have been alright regarding the amount of people. So that was the third station, and the final station is this one. You drove like 700 miles. That's wrong, man. You should continue traveling so you could get to 1,000 miles, right, Vanessa Carlton? And then you could be listening to that song during the trip. But yeah, 700 miles is it's a lot, but not too much. You had only a single stop? My problem when I take like long trips or something is more regarding my legs than going to the bathroom. Actually, I'm a person that rarely will want to go to the bathroom if I'm out of home. Thankfully, my body is kind of well adapted to not feel the call of the nature when I'm outside. But my legs, if it's an uncomfortable car or if it is an uncomfortable bus or plane, I will need to stretch. Or if I get hungry, of course. If I get hungry, I'll need to stop somewhere to eat. But I do miss taking those long trips with my family. And our trips or our family trips used to take like 3 days or 2.5 days. Of course, with stops and sleep. But it's been forever. And today maybe it's better that way because we spend less money, we travel faster, and maybe it's safer for us to be traveling by plane instead of traveling by car. I was even mentioning the day that my how are things? I found your channel here on Twitch. Welcome. Dels Babank, welcome. I'm doing alright. Yes, part 62 for sure. Of a long journey of levels on this game, but of course, I love this game a lot, so we can keep it up. Wait, what? You are about to create overlays and panels for my channel? Yes, I agree that RollerCoaster Tycoon is one of the best, if not the best PC game out there. It's my favorite. But don't worry, I'm good about overlays and panels for my channel. I have my softwares and websites that I use for that. Oh, you have a very good comfortable seat in your car, Meowser? That also reminds me of something that I heard before, that sometimes we do not invest on things that we use a lot in our lives more than other luxurious things, you know. One example, Actually, this is a recent example. I was watching this YouTuber that she was saying that she has decided to buy herself lots of um, fancy looking glasses for her to be having her drinks, even if it is like a juice or I don't know, any common drink, not necessarily just for wine or any alcoholical drink or special drink, because she always liked when she went to hotels, and then when you are having a breakfast at a hotel, you would get juice from one of those fancy looking glasses, you know. She decided to do that to her home or to her home so she could have a more fancy experience in her regular daily life. And then that also reminds me of the day that I heard somebody saying that you should not save up on money regarding your bed because like half time of your life you spend it in your bed, so you gotta have a fantastic, awesome bed, like a very comfortable bed, and it makes sense. So if you have like a super comfortable seat in your car, which is a place that I imagine you may spend a lot of hours of your life driving or traveling, it is worth. And sometimes we kind of save up on money for things that may last less time in our lives. For example, oh yes, I want to have this super amazing trip to this place, and then I'm going to spend a weekend in there, and then you spend a lot of money to 2 days, and then you never return to that place again. But what about like investing that money into your own house or into a place or a location that you kind of spend most of your time at to have a more comfortable, more, you know, relaxing time inside of it? So I have been thinking a lot about it, like how we should also invest a lot into some regular things we have around us, but we spend more time by doing those things than other things. So how am I going to finish this connection in here? Oh, I can see a... Okay, I can see the answer already. There is a very good slope right here. Yeah, there we go. Wait, that's not a path, right? Yes. So maybe I need to place this entrance more to the back, like this, right? Although now this is too high. No, this is not working. By the way, that's probably a bot, right? Now that I'm rereading everything, I think I was talking to a bot. Yeah, right. You reported them? Yes, I will ban them. Normally those bots, they kinda quote your username. So I was now thinking about it in here, and that was probably a bot to like get people to click on the link they were talking about, and then that link is probably a malicious link. Yeah, I think I'll need to change the landscape in here, even though that sucks. Speaking of hotels, This week, I was making some extra money by doing some tasks on some of the websites I work on, and one of the tasks was about hotels, and they were hotels from mostly the US. Can't remember hotels of other places. So I was seeing some hotels you have in there. They are freaking awesome for most part. They kinda made me realize that the hotels in the US in average are way better than the ones we have in here. They are very fancy looking. Although there is one thing that I think that we may either have a tie or maybe better about our hotels in here, and it's exactly the breakfast. The breakfast of hotels here in Brazil, it's so good. Of course, we won't have everything you have in a hotel in other country, for example, waffles or pancakes, because those are not common in here. But the fresh fruit, the cakes, then the hot dogs or ham, cheese, and all sorts of sandwich you can have, couscous as well. Man, it's so good. We have some trash hotels too. That's true because of Hotel Hell. Yes, I used to watch Hotel Hell by Gordon Ramsay. I wish I could go back to that show though. But the ones I saw on this website that I was working on, the job in there was very easy. It was basically to check a video. Most of the videos were on YouTube, and after watching the video, to say or to answer if that video was talking about the hotel they had on the website. Basically, it was to connect the information. Is this video about this hotel? And then I had to know or to learn about the hotel to see if it was the same hotel in the video. And by doing that, I saw a lot of amazing looking hotels. Not only the hotels were looking great, but the scenery. Like, there are so many beautiful located hotels in there, like next to a lake, next to a camping site, like lots of activities with like fishing, the golf, or doing some golf, and mountain hiking, skiing. Some hotels even had the amusement parks in them. In here, the hotels are way more simple than that. It's just like a bed or a room, right? Of course, there are some luxurious hotels, but they are not everywhere or in every place. So I finally made this connection, and here we can finally open the railroad. I will tell the mechanics to inspect it on every 10 minutes because as this is a very long ride, the less amount of time people need to wait for it, the better. Let's see how it goes. How many... No, not only a single train. Are you kidding me? Okay, this is not good. 4 trains. Okay, 4 trains. Leave if another train arrives at the station. Do you think that's a good idea? Because I would like to separate those trains if possible. But if I start it with that, it's going to take forever since the second train goes out, right? Anyway, I will just open the ride and hope for the best. So now let me check my ride tickets. There was a moment that we were able to get 3,000 of it. So we are now missing 6,000. But now in May, or on May, no, in May, right? In May, It dropped a little bit. Probably because of the lack of people on my park. Man, I'm messing up with my prepositions. The lack of people in my park and the lack of advertisements. But now I can use the advertisements again. And let's go check the railroad. So this first part of it is very fast. But I'm pretty sure the situation will be different on the other side of this park. Oh, actually, never mind. They had one of the trains in there already. So this is train 1. But even though this is not the most efficient or fast service, I do like the final result because it was able to get to the places where that I wanted. And while I was building this, did I get anything good? The inverted roller coaster, which is a good one for sure, but not better than the steel corkscrew roller coaster. So basically they only gave me coasters, right? For this entire time. Yes, they only gave us coasters, sure. We can try going for one of these. Well, that was not too slow. Never mind, I was worried about this ride taking forever. That's not too bad. Hi Mentor, welcome. If I'm winning, I think I am because this level doesn't have a time limit, so it's very chill. We just need to get 9,000 of profit from the rides. If bagels are a thing we have in here, let me Google them to remember them. Aren't they a lot like Donuts Ultras? So Mentor, I decided to change my schedule in here. I'm playing Digimon only on Sundays now. Because otherwise I would be playing Digimon forever. So I decided to go back to this other very long game that I have on this channel. And then I'm playing this on Saturdays and Digimon on Sundays. It is more bready. Oh yeah, it looks a little bit more bready. So I would say that no, it's not very common. Like bagels are not very common in here. But I also can't say that you cannot find them. It's just not common. They're more like a sandwich bread or a bun. I'm just here to hear you talk about food you have never tried. Oh yeah, there are a lot. There are a lot of food that I have never tried. This year's objective is going to be tomato soup. I gotta try tomato soup. But don't worry, Digimon is back tomorrow. For instance, you are toasting yours and having it with butter right now. Ultras, you are having all sorts of delicious food today, man. What the heck? Save some for tomorrow. But tomorrow you make a lettuce, tomato, bacon? Like a salad? You made stew yesterday? So, I'm not a big fan of meat. Unless it is like a barbecue meat. So I can't say that I have tried stew, but I imagine I won't like it. I mean, it can be a different stew, but I'm guessing it's a meat stew. Yeah, tomato soup is good, like everybody's saying it's delicious with grilled cheese. I gotta try that. Oh, he's going for the BLT? Okay, I do like BLT. You have had a lot of weed to smoke? So, is it making you hungrier or something? I heard of that too, that if you smoke a lot of weed, you can feel hungry. Stew is generally pretty greasy too. It's not for everybody. Oh no, they gave us the bloodshed roller coaster. We are definitely not going for that, right? But let me see some pictures of stew in here. But I think I won't like it. Just to double check if it is what I'm thinking. Yeah, normally it is a meat stew. I'm not a fan. But honestly, I think there are more things that can be more greasy than this. Basically, I don't think I would say that stew is like one of the greasy things that come to my mind at first. Because at least it has some other things going on, right? It has some vegetables, it has some tomatoes in there. What's wrong with that coaster? Which one? The purple one? Okay, let me check that picture. Oh my god, this looks so good. So you're making like a bagel sandwich, right? Okay, this looks really good. Aren't you using... Oh yeah, it has some mayo right there. But I'm guessing you're using some butter? Oh, the bobsled? Yeah, the bobsled is also known as the bloodshed coaster because this is super dangerous. It is very dangerous. As you can see, it doesn't have a lot of chains, and if it goes too fast, it goes off track, it goes all crazy. It's hard for you to also um, slow it down so it can hit another bobsled. It is like one of the deadliest rides in this game. So I try my best to avoid it. Although sometimes this game asks me or forces me to build it, there was at least one level that it happened, and then I was super scared of making a crash on it. But we survived, but I'm not taking the chances. So stew is also sometimes just a general term for how a dish is prepared. It's being stewed. You can have fish, stewed tomatoes. Yeah, that's why I think that not necessarily I will think it's a very greasy dish. But the first one that comes to mind is the meat one, and then I'm not a fan. Yeah, they gave me two coasters when I started this level. This purple coaster was not my job, and not... Where is the other one? Yes, and not the blue one as well. But I do like this landscaping. It's a very friendly landscape. I just finished building this crazy long railroad track that goes around the whole park. And then there are some gentle rides here and there. Sadly, they did not give me more. And I was thinking about going for another coaster ride. You are from a rural area with a lot of hunters, so most people make their stew with deer meat and animal fat. And that's why you picture stew as greasy. Yeah, but then together with the meat, you will have some vegetables, right? Maybe it's just a, I don't know, a thing of mine, but when there are at least something fresh together with whatever is greasy, it makes me think it's less unhealthier than what it is. You know, when somebody says, "Oh yeah, this is greasy," I would think on something that only has like meat, melted cheese, bacon, only fats, you know. But when you talk about a stew, it has other things. It has some vegetables, it has some potatoes. It can be full of fat, but it's not going to be just the broth with the meat. At least if it is only that, I wouldn't say it's very well seasoned, but because it has some vegetables and other things in there, it gives me the impression it's not as fatty as how it really is. It's the false idea of it being a healthy food even though it's not, you know? Because there are other options that will be totally, fully, 100% greasy. And then I still can be greasy, but it has other things. Stewed tomatoes mixed with mac and cheese is popular. Good call. I still gotta try the mac and cheese, right? I have completely forgotten about the existence of that. But this should be the year for that too, I think. It is popular for people that are 65 or more. Potatoes are the most popular, but celery and carrots, and it's still fairly healthy. I agree. In comparison to some other things you can be eating, it is somewhat healthy. Or like just the potatoes and celery and carrots too, that sounds like a soup to me. Okay, those noodles look very weird. I like the idea of put tomatoes on this mac and cheese, but those noodles they look so weird. Mac and cheese is the best thing that the US has invented. I gotta try that. In here, when people are, I don't know, eating pasta sometimes, they do add some Parmesan cheese, but it's like grated Parmesan. And then when I think about mac and cheese, I imagine something heavier on the cheese, right? Than just adding some Parmesan cheese on top of it. That's why I don't think I have ever had it. But yeah, here it's not uncommon for you to see some people adding some grated Parmesan on top of the mac or on top of the pasta. But that's totally not mac and cheese, I think. Yeah, honestly, I make a lazy mac and cheese when I don't want to go all out, but it's delicious. You put a whole onion in yours. Those were Italian noodles, not American mac noodles. Yeah, those noodles right there, they were very strange looking to me. You boil the pasta, you throw it back in the pot with a splash of cream or milk, a big scoop of butter, shredded cheddar cheese. Oh, do you need to go cheddar though? I don't like cheddar. And then you just stir until it's saucy and it holds together just fine. But of course, there is the long way with making a cheese sauce and then baking with a crust, which is great too. I have heard of the powdered processed cheese or even the powdered mac and cheese, and that sounds very bad. Yes, I imagined you were talking about the onion in the stew. Oh, this was the other mac and cheese? Yeah, this looks better in my opinion. Cheddar is the most traditional for mac and cheese, but there are other options. I'm saying it right here. I'm not going cheddar for my mac and cheese. I don't like cheddar. I think it's so overrated. But there is also another thing. Maybe it depends on the quality, but I can say that most places here will have a bad quality cheddar. When you order cheddar from places, it's always very greasy, very bad. I think it's disgusting. If you're going homemade, go the baked or go for the baked. Yeah, that picture was the baked one. It had a better appearance for sure. But yeah, guys, I do hate cheddar. It's not that I cannot eat it, but I avoid it. Like, I don't buy it. I will only have it, it's the last option. Which is funny because I see a lot of people going crazy for cheddar and I cannot think like them. Okay, so let's go for the steel corkscrew roller coaster. We have a lot of options, but let's go for a tiny one. Oh my god! I wanted a tiny one, but this is the tiniest I can find, right? Jesus! But sure, we can place it up here so it gives a purpose for this train station. Oh, never mind, I also need to change the path in there, right? Oh, it is this one coaster, I remember it. No wonder why it's so tiny. Although making this connection here is going to be impossible now. Tomorrow we'll be making a blueberry cobbler. What is a cobbler? I have never heard of that. To impress a lady? Oh, good luck on that. Ultra's right there. He loves blueberries as well. Oh, it's like a fruitcake? You think it's British? Well, according to Google in here, it's looking really delicious. It's like a how can I say this without making it sound bad? Is deconstructed a word in English? Because it's like a deconstructed cake in my opinion. Or like a pie as well, right? It looks a little bit like a pie too. Spot on, there we go. It is a deconstructed pie then. Oh, with some vanilla ice cream? I can imagine it tasting fantastic. That's a new dish, I have never heard of it before. Yeah, after checking more pictures I thought on pies. Yes, it looks more like a pie. It is super sugary, the vanilla ice cream will help to decrease the sugar levels of it then. So you were saying that's your first time trying to bake that, right? It doesn't look very complicated, but I wonder if you have baked a pie before. So if you have some experience on baking something like that. I don't know if this is going to work. Actually, you know what? Maybe I need to go to the other side. They are very sugary. Oh, you guys are cooking it together? And I can't? Oh, because of the supports. Man, I need more mechanics in here. Okay, I actually did it like this. There we go. That's fine, I can change the landscape. I just need to see it. Okay, I cannot see it. See through supports. There we go. Now we have this very short but crazy coaster to help us out. But I like that it's located on the highest place of this park, right? And it looks a lot like an eye. It's the Eye of Sauron. Cherry would be your favorite cobbler? Yeah, I gotta check my mechanics. I should hire more mechanics. They are giving me those messages because my park is very long. So my mechanics take forever to get to the rides. They need to be more spread around. Man, look at this coaster. It's so short, it's like... It lasts 5 seconds. Would you go to a 5 seconds long roller coaster? Imagine you're waiting in line for an hour to have like 5 seconds, a 5 seconds experience in a coaster. Is it worth? I mean, I'm joking here, but I heard that there are some very crazy lines that happen in Disney, for example, for things that are not that incredible, but the lines take hours, 2 to 3 hours, and people even need to pay more for like a special pass, so they can kind of get in front of other people in line to be able to experience all sorts of attractions in the same day. Yes, at least they go around twice, right? It goes up as well. Theme parks are dystopian for sure, aren't they? Yes, I have heard of that. It's so dumb though. Not only you need to pay for the admission price, but you also need to pay extra for you to be able to go to the rides. It's kinda crazy. Just because of the queue. Canada's Wonderland is like that. Have you ever been to Canada's Wonderland? That's why you go like Tuesday in early spring when kids are still in school. When there is rain in the forecast. And then you go at the very start of the day. Man, they stretch right there. You have worked in a theme park as a teen. It's called Silverwood. And then all the employees are between 14 to 18. How was it? Was it very rough? Or was it a good work or a good job? By the way, okay, it's broken. Look where the railroad, or maybe I should say the train, right? Look up where the train has stopped. You haven't been since like 8 years maybe? Oh, it's been forever since I last went to an amusement park too. I can't even remember the last time. I probably was still living in my hometown. So I would give it like 10 plus years. It was a pretty good job. You worked in a pizza shop in a magic show. It's been forever since I last have seen any magic shows as well. Or went to a circus or something, but I see some circus that visit my city from time to time. But the last thing regarding magic that I have watched that I really liked, I would even recommend to everybody here if you want to watch something very chill and relaxing even, and fun, is the Netflix show Magic for Humans. A friend of mine was asking for Netflix recommendations to me recently, but she was looking for movies. I told her to watch some movies, but I also told her to go after this show because it's such a relaxing and easygoing show, you know. I feel a bit old for it now, but you wouldn't hesitate to go again if invited. Aside for the fact of the whole world thing going on right now. Yeah, this is not the moment for you to be doing such activities. But I see no problem about going to an amusement park, like... It's not that you can't really go to some rides, you know? For example, in my case, I prefer more thrill or gentle rides than coasters. So, if I wanna go to the freaking bumper cars and people will be judging me, whatever. I will go to the bumper cars because I love them. And speaking of which, I have the flying saucers. No, I have the... Yeah, flying saucers. We need to build this. But regarding aging and like not feeling too old for doing it, water parks could be a better choice, right? Although in my opinion, if you wanna go to somewhere, just do it. Like whatever, how old you are, it doesn't matter. But I believe that in general, people or old people would rather go to a water park than an amusement park. But it depends, like if it is freaking Disney, you see all sorts of people in there. I see that the guests are starting to complain about the prices in here. So I need to drop my prices. Let me check their thoughts. Okay, I need to check the price for the cooked house and merry-go-round. They were saying that the flying saucers is having a very good price, so I'm going to raise that a little bit. I need to drop your price. The tower is still fine. Where is the cooked house? 50 cents. And the miniature goat. Magicians are bad people, for your information. Wait, what? Because they traumatize kids? Aren't those clowns? So, Canada Wonderland is a popular summer job spot. They are suspecting to open in May. Yeah, it is a bit soon, isn't it? I don't know how are the vaccines going on in Canada, but I think it sounds very soon. You'd say the opposite. Water parks as an adult is more anchored than a theme park. Oh yeah, that's true because of culture, right? Here in Brazil, like, people go to the beach, people go in swimsuits everywhere. So maybe it's not like a big deal, but that's true. Maybe in other countries it's different. Gotta be comfortable with your own company, that's very true. It can feel weird, but you can get used to it. You want me to double the prices? I could raise the prices for my coasters, but the gentle rides, they can't be charged a lot. Not many people's kinds of scene when you are an adult, unless you are there with your own kids. Yeah, that's also one of the things I was thinking. That because you have kids, you gotta bring them to the parks. You think we are at fourth place in the world for progress regarding the vaccines? I don't know why, but all magicians you have worked with are just weird, really? What? Well, that's a very messed up background in there. I wanna believe it was just because you were unlucky to meet messed up magicians. And that's not like the pattern. I would say beaches are more of an adult spot in there for sure. I mean, because it is also for free, right? You don't need to spend anything to go to the beach. In here too, but I don't know. I can imagine older people feeling more comfortable about a water park than going to an amusement park. Because, like, older people will not go to roller coaster like crazy, or the bumper cars. But you can imagine them relaxing in a pool or in a rip merry-go-round. And there goes all of the happiness of this stream, right? Because that music was what was bringing us life. But anyway, I can imagine the adults chilling in a pool, or those artificial waves that you can have in a water park. I can imagine people being there too. Basically, they will have more activities in my mind. There is also the river ride. They can go for that. So they gave us the goals. Also, let me check the difference on my ride tickets. We were able to almost get to 4,000 in September. I think I will start paying the low one. Let's pay 4,000 of that. I will also keep on going with my advertisements. I can consider building a golf ride, but probably not a very big one. But I think I will save this golf or this miniature golf for next weekend. Because after this year is over, I'm going to stop it right there. Maybe I will also tell the game to give me more shops and stalls so I can complete that food plaza right there. It's looking very lame because it only has a burger shop and a drink stall. If I could get a balloon stall, that would be nice. Surprisingly, the boat hire is also being successful. Even though I had to drop the prices for the other gentle rides, but not this one. Yeah, it's very successful. And even though it was a big work, I'm proud of this miniature railroad. Hopefully the guests are not getting annoyed by the waiting time. Oh, they are getting annoyed for the waiting time. Well, but that's the sacrifice you gotta make for you to have a great looking railroad in your park. But seriously, this crazy coaster looks amazing right in the entrance of this park, right? If only it could be located down there, just next to the entrance. So Ultros, what else are you going to try regarding the guava paste? You said that you were going to try the grilled cheese, right? Have you tried it with the saltines or the crackers? Wait, the slide is empty? I don't know if I recommended you to try it like this, but I was thinking that it would taste great with waffles or pancakes. I can't say that I have had that myself because those are not common things in here. But if you have an easy way of making pancakes or waffles, I would recommend you trying that too. And then you're going to make the sauce, right, for the pork or chicken? Yeah. You could even go for the same thing I had this week, like the sweet guava paste and cheese pizza. It probably would it probably would if it's more like a syrup. It melts very easily, so it can turn into a liquid very easily. You see that. So I'm pretty sure you can make up that with that sauce. Wait, I'm pretty sure you can make that sauce. There we go. Or come up, right? That's the phrasal verb I was trying to remember. You can come up with that sauce. What are we trying? Ultros was able to find guava paste. It's something that I have been recommending him to try for a long time because it's something that I really like. and now he finally has it, and I'm trying to give him ideas of dishes or recipes with guava paste. It is really good. Yes, guava paste. It's very fresh, it's very sweet too, and it goes really well with savory things, especially cheese. So I will place this Ferris wheel somewhere. This is a good place for the Ferris wheel, right here, up this hill. I will also drop the inspection time because this is a long-lasting ride. So I don't want it to take forever after it breaks down. It is really great. Ultras was able to find it in a Chinese/Asian supermarket or grocery store, but I have some other friends that were able to order it online, and one of them even told me that she found her new favorite snack, right? And then she and her family really loved guava paste. It is a very unique taste, or it has a very unique taste. I don't know how often you make savory dishes, really? You know what? You were talking about the. How is it called again? The crobble or something? A guava paste crobble sounds amazing. That's just an idea I'm throwing in here. Is it crobble the word? I'm sorry if I forgot it. But a guava paste version of that sounds fantastic in my opinion. Cobbler. There we go. Cobbler. Yes, a guava paste cobbler sounds amazing. Your new favorite snack from Asian markets are those little curry cakes. A curry cake? What? What the heck is a curry cake like? I'm googling it. Oh my god! I'm a bit confused because I'm getting so many different results on Google that they look so different. But how does that taste? Like, is it savory and spicy or something? With sweet, of course. The lady who was Chinese at the cash was giving it the most confused, dirtiest look. Like, WTF is this? Poor lady, right? Because she's missing it out. Oh, you were trying a custard pie? It's like a Twinkie? Well, but there is a result for curry cake. They gave me a lot of results on Google Images, and they looked great. But guys, I think I will stop it in here, by the beginning of year 4. And then on next Saturday we continue this level, hopefully we can beat it. Although I will also check the income. Yes, we got to 4,000, we still need to double it. But because we are raising our cash faster, we may be able to do it without a problem, right? So let me check that picture. Is that the custard pie? It is. It looks good. We do have a lot of those Twinkies in here too. Of course, I have never seen this one, but it looks good. I will try it. This girl in elementary school always ate these round coffee cake type things. Round coffee cake type things. You have forgotten it? They were round and plain but came in different flavors. You're not talking about the macarons, right? That freaking crazy French dessert? Because you said there is a coffee one, I'm pretty sure there is a coffee macaron. But yes, I'm not sure what is this cake you were talking about now. But anyway, guys. Oh, it was like a round soft cake that was about 4 feet wide. Wait, when you have two of those things, it's feet or inches? Maybe it's actually inches, right? Even because feet sound like too big. So 4 inches. Just a soft cake, no icing or anything on it, it's just plain. Wait, I just remembered of something, but I doubt it is that, right? Although I don't know how to say that in English. But here in Brazil we have something called honey bread. It is a very soft cake, it has nothing else. It is sweet. It gets stuck to your teeth like crazy. My father loves it, and it is good, but I hate how it gets stuck in your mouth. So it is like a hard time every time you eat that. It's like a sponge cake. Man, sponge cakes are really good. But is a sponge cake the same of a honey cake or honey bread actually? No, a sponge cake is something else. Yeah, a sponge cake is like a basic cake. No, the honey bread that I'm talking about is different. But after this talk, you guys made me hungry, and I will be going for something sweet. I think I will go for cereal. I'm craving cereal right now. And tomorrow we'll be back with Digimon World, and we'll be finishing this one level. That's been super easy, super chill, and very fun as well to play it because we can go creative and without the need of rush. We'll be continuing it next Saturday. So thank you so much everybody for stopping by. And Mentor, I wish you the best of luck tomorrow on your, how was it called again? I'm bad on names today. Crumple? Crumple, right? I'm going back on the chatting here. Cobbler. Crumper. What the heck? Cobbler. You see, I cannot remember the words today. Yeah, good luck on your blueberry cobbler. And Ultras, enjoy your life with the guava paste, man. It's such a good life. A carrot cake is scaled? Wait, what? Yeah, that's the one with the frosting, right? It's the one that it's normal in there. The one that's normal in here, it's the chocolate carrot cake. But yes, I'm logging off as well. So take care, have a good night, and goodbye.